What's up, guys? So we just got back from church, and man, it's been a good weekend. I hope you've all had a great weekend celebrating the 4th, being with your families and enjoying that time together. I love summer. It's just a great time of the year. So I was thinking today about what I was going to talk to you all about, and the word forgiveness came to my mind. And so I started thinking about that a little bit, and I started to think about what forgiveness really means. It being Sunday and all, and in the Christian world, we all go to church and we hope to be forgiven for our mistakes or our sins. And I started thinking a little bit more about how that applies to what I'm trying to create in my own life and in the lives of my clients. So here's a little story. My wife and I, today she was talking to me about her competition. Now she competes in bodybuilding, and she's coming up in August 16th is her first competition, and she's planning on doing a figure competition. And so she's going to get on stage. She's been practicing, she's been working out, just completely dedicated. But this weekend we've kind of been thinking about her switching over to a different competition and doing a bikini competition instead of a figure. And we had to sit there, and we've been talking to her coach and trying to decide on which one would be the best approach. Which one can she do and create more success and be more successful at in the long run? And what's going to be best for her? So how does this relate all back to forgiveness? Or how does this relate to what I want to talk to you about today? Well, many of us are not being honest with ourselves. We owe what I call our inner being an inner stance, an apology. Because how many times have you heard or have you thought, I'm just that way. I am the way I am just because that's who I am. And I have this just because that's just the way it is. And there's no changing. See, we owe ourselves an apology when we think like that. When we think that we can't change. So going back to forgiveness, what does it mean? Well, when I think about someone asking for forgiveness, there has to be some type of change. Something has to change. So what I am saying is we need to forgive our inner self or our inner stance or our inner being an apology. When we do that, it means that we are committing to change. So if you want to hit a goal, or if you want to have something in your life, it's not because you don't have the means, or if it's not because you need something else, a process or a system. And this goes for business, this goes for your relationships, this goes for your health. It's not that you need more of something, it's more that you just need to forgive and start changing. To create and to get to where you want to be in your life, it requires some honesty. Stop living in your lies and stop living in your doubts and your fears and start getting real. It's a simple choice that you have to create what you want in your life. Forgiving and letting go and realizing, things are possible. So that's my message today, is I just want everyone to look at themselves, to take a stance, and to look at themselves and say, do I owe myself an apology? And if I do, if I commit to apologizing, is it time to create change? All right, everyone, I love you, and I hope that these are motivating messages and that they are helping, and that you are all seeing the possibilities and abilities that you have within yourselves to get what you want in your life. Whether it is a happy marriage, a happy family, if you want more income, if you want the body that you've always wanted. These are the requirements. And we'll see you tomorrow.